process. This is the spinous process on this. It's so sad. Okay. But on this one, look at how much bigger this spinous process is. Okay. And here you can kind of see the transverse foramina here. Okay. This is superior articular facet. Superior articular facet. Okay. So if we're looking at, let me find one here. Okay. This looks like a giraffe, so we know this is thoracic. We're not going to have that transverse foramina. Okay. We're going to have a vertebral foramen. Okay. These are the vertebral foramen. Okay. Who is young? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No.
I thought I was on mute. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. This is transverse process. You got to ignore me sometimes. This is superior articular facet, like the horns of the giraffe. Okay, superior facet. Okay, transverse process, spinous. Look at that spinous process. Superior facet. This is the superior articulate, okay, articulating. Down here is inferior. It's hard to see, okay? When you, let me see if I can pull something up. When you shingle, the spine, and I'm looking for an image so I can show it to you. When you shingle the spine, and that is not what I want. There's got to be, here we go. I'm going to share this with you. When you shingle the spine, you can see these holes at the back of the spine. There's one in between each vertebra, and you can see how they just run the spine. This is the intervertebral foramen, okay? Each of these little holes, and they are made up of, I wish there was a way to keep one up when you do something else. So each of these, if you shingle and you have another vertebra under this one and another one above it, this becomes the intervertebral foramen. Okay, that's where, because you have another vertebral disc and spinous process, that makes that foramen, intervertebral foramen. Okay, if there's one up here, the intervertebral foramen would be up here. Okay, so here's one would be here. Okay, so on this one, this would be where the intervertebral foramen would sit. Okay, transverse process, superior articulating process, inferior articulating process. Here is where the rib on, that is a lumbar, hold on. Here is where a rib would meet on the thoracic. It's kind of rough, okay? What else do you have to know? You guys have to know the lamina and the pedicle. Okay, so the lamina is going to connect the transverse process to the spinous process. So the lamina sits here, okay? Lamina sits here, okay? The pedicle, the pedicle is going to be back here. This is where the it connects the body to the transverse process and the spinous process and the superior articulating facet. So the pedicle sits here. Okay, lamina is up front here. Lamina would be right in here. Okay, pedicle is back here. On this one, pedicle is back here. Again, connecting the body to the spinous process. Pedicle is back here. Lamina, kind of hard to see on this one. Let's see if we've got a better view. Okay, pedicle here. Lamina here. Okay, again, connect the lamina is doing from the transverse foramen to the spinous. Body is the pedicle. Okay, so pedicle, body, lamina, spinous. Okay. Again, on this one, you have superior articular facets. You also have inferior. You just can't see them because this is, of course, sitting. We're looking at it from the top. But these are your superior. Inferior would be down here underneath. Okay. Again, superior, inferior. Okay. I'm checking out to see what you need to know. Oh, here we go. Sacrum. Okay, so this is the base of the sacrum. Okay. And the pointy part is the apex. And of course, you have the coccyx. Okay. You have the sacral foramina. Do you have to know that? You do. Sacral foramina. Okay. Sacroiliac joint is going to be here. Because these are the iliac, right? This is sacrum, so the joint is here. So this is where the joint, this is where it would articulate with the iliac. Okay, what do you need to know? Do you need sacral promontory? So the promontory is actually this piece right here along the base, okay? The promontory is here along the base. That one's pretty easy. There's not a lot to that one. Okay. Look at that. And I'm looking. I think that's everything in the vertebral column. Tell me what you think.